And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now, here we are, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. And here's the handoff. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Good, tough running here by this Miami Hurricane running back. A nice job up front to be able to pave the way to be able to come up with a Canes first down. And tell you, the way he's playing right now, all those famous alumni that Miami have, got to be watching this game and being very proud.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. Takes the toss and heads left. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown for the U.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Miami 7.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Short throw complete to the tight end. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Gets some space around the 30. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Man, I know that this guy can make plays downfield, but Chris, how about this touchdown on 4th down? They throw it to him short. He not only picks up the first down, but with his vigor and speed, he takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. And the Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll feed the back again. An effective play, good for a first down of the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Hurricanes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Cox. He's moving out of the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. And he pulls in the catch. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And Chris, oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in a wide receiver position. You can say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Quarterback making some changes at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks to the left, pass caught, and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing him off the cannon.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great complement to what you want to do run the football, there's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 14, Notre Dame 7.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. He's past the 45. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And now we are all even for basically a brand new game here.
Yeah, it's exactly right. With a tie game, you treat this as a fresh slate. Forget about the mistakes you've made, the big plays that you made before. Doesn't matter anymore. Now you just go out and play, and we'll try to win this game.
Point after, up and good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense just pounded away with the running game. And see if they can do it again. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Give it to the back again. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
They're going to run it here. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Showcasing the shiftiness on that play. Defense finally brings him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
2nd down after that previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. That sack sets up a 3rd down play. Back to throw. It's Cox. Throws to the tight end. He's got it for a big gain. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to 3rd down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And tackled there by the defense. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. That now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And they'll try the quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Canes. This offense cannot be stopped. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Can you say methodical? A marathon march, Kirk, just pounding away and wearing down that defense.
They just kept moving the sticks and moving the sticks until they got into the red zone, and they just kept moving the sticks until they got into the end zone. What a drive.
Instead of trying to take the lead with a field goal, they'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, what about the mentality here from this offensive coordinator? Instead of throwing the football, they decide to get behind the offensive line, get physical with this defense, and pound it into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Miami 21, Notre Dame 14.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone.
Fighting Irish will take over. First and 10.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. The offense now operating in empty. Second down, we're going to throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Extra point try coming now. And it's up and good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's McMillan. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Looking to throw. It's Cox. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. It's a turnover.
Man, I love that the quarterback's trying to make something out of nothing. They do a good job of taking things downfield. So he tries to improvise. He's trying to make a play. But boy, this defense is athletic. They sniffed it out, dislodged the football in the process.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And looking to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. One more play before they head to the locker room. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense comes back out onto the field. They're going to run the option. He'll pitch it. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns it around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Bringing pressure. He's escaping the pocket now. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Going for a big play downfield. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Looking to pass. It's Cox. Close to the tight end. And that one's picked off. What a play.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Rifles this football to the left. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Irish. That puts him on top in the second half. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right call.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. Send the back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And they heave it deep downfield. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 10. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown for the U. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. A quick juke. And it's good for a first down to the 36. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Oh, it's snapped to the back. All right, test the middle there, but get nothing. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Out of the gun now on third down. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Running through the tackle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me?
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaks loose at the 40. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense creating that turnover. Working with the lead like this, really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Keeping it on the ground here. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Total control right now, Chris. You just got to assume, just keep running the football. You look at the clock, in their favor. You look at the field position where they are, obviously in their favor. So it just makes sense. Keep it on the ground, keep pounding, run that clock, because you got everything working in your direction.
First and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Running back with the football. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He tosses it back. The pocket breaking down. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll hand it off. Fights through the tackle. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Okay, it's third down after that run. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The game makes it second and medium. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
First down pickup, tackled at the 45.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. Now, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game. An offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.